Hey everyone, it's Frank here. Today we're talking about 5 very common structures in American English. Should, ought to, had better, would rather, and be supposed to. They all look similar, but they express very different meanings, advice, expectations, warnings, and preferences. Let's break them down in a simple way. Should, general advice, recommendation. Let's start with should. We use should to give general advice. It's soft, polite, and not very strong. Let me give you some examples. You should drink more water. She should study a little every day. We should leave early to avoid traffic. It's basically saying, this is a good idea. Next, we have ought to. It has almost the same meaning as should, but it's just a little stronger. In American English, people use should much more, but ought to still appears in writing or more serious speech. Let me give you some examples. You ought to pay attention to your health. They ought to follow the rules at work. If should is soft advice, ought to is like advice with a bit more expectation. Let's say, put it that way. Now let's talk about had better. This one is important. It's not regular advice, it's a warning. We use had better when something bad might happen if the person doesn't do the action. Let me give you some examples. You had better hurry or you'll miss the bus. She had better charge her phone or it will die. I had better finish this report or my boss will be upset. In fact, we usually say just you better do this, you better do that, or you'd better do this, you better do that. It's not so common to use you had better, but it's better to learn it this way. So remember, should, it's a good idea. Had better, do it, or there will be a problem. And finally, be supposed to. The structure expresses rules, responsibility, expectations, things that should happen because of the plan. Examples, you're supposed to wear a helmet. Students are supposed to be quiet during the test. Examples for plans and schedules. The train is supposed to arrive at 8. I'm supposed to meet my manager at 3. So, be supposed to is not advice. It's about what's expected by rules, by society, or by the plan. Next, would rather. This means preference. What someone prefers. Examples. I'd rather stay home tonight. She'd rather drink coffee than tea. They'd rather watch a movie than go to the gym. And with 2 options, you can use the pattern I'd rather A than B. Yeah, you go somewhere, and maybe you will be asked, what would you rather have? Yeah, this or that? Let me give you some examples. One example. Let's go with one example. I'd rather work from home than go to the office. I think you'll agree. Let me put on screen this quick summary. Yeah, I'll give you, you can copy. Okay. If you enjoyed this lesson and want more clear American English explanations, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with the next grammar topic you want me to cover. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lesson. Bye.